I go, I'm going to get some insulation and a few other bits I need so I can hopefully rip out the rest of the living room, ready for it all to be plasterboarded and whatever.
So right now, oh, it breaks my heart to see you hiding there in the shade. But I know there's a way. If you take my hand now and let me show you another place. Oh, all the funny stuff that's going through your head now.
Yeah, what a miserable rainy
Time to
day.
shake off, but trust me now. You look back on it all with a smile now.
No. No, no, we're not having it.
Darling, it was meowing round there, and then went and hid in Carol. I can't get in. Went and hid in Carol and Crystal's bit down there. I knocked on their door and it's not their cat. This is the one that I saw the other day.
We're not having a cat.
Darling, it needs a mark.
I'm allergic to cats.
I know, but this will make you better.
Oh yeah. How's that work then?
Darling, look. She loves me already.
No.
Okay, I don't know yet. So skinny. Can we give it a good meal then first? I bought you tuna for your sandwiches for work.
Oh great.
It's in the past now. Oh, yeah.
The plan today is try get the rest of the mess in the living room over and done with. So I've got this wall to take out, this wall to take out, and then insulate behind them. So hopefully that's the last of the mess. I'm actually going to take the opportunity to reshape the openings a bit, so the window will change, and you'll see more when I start taking stuff out. But here used to be an old doorway. We bricked the doorway up, but I'm thinking we can make this a bit bigger. Now it's going to be the living room and have shelves in it, or do something with it. It's just a dead space otherwise. So it's a lot of mess again. There's a lot of insulation loose behind there. It's got to come out for me to put the new insulation in, plasterboard back on. But then it's done. Then it's just a plastering job. Let's go. Cue a bit of B-roll and some sped up footage of me ripping all this out.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won.
Right, so here is the doorway that I was on about. So I'm kind of thinking to just box a frame in, kind of like that, have a little inset, shelves. The sofa's going to be in this corner anyway, so we don't need it right to the floor, so little inset boxy thing.
That shade of down hanging around that old.
It would really help if when I ripped the plasterboard off, it just came off in one nice sheet instead of loads of tiny little bits.
Those days are gone. I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better.
Finally, a big bit.
When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart.
In fact, let me just show you, if you don't fully understand or you haven't watched any of our vlogs, why we're redoing the insulation. This is the insulation we use, and it's like a rigid glass fibre panel. Now, we actually got these panels free because of where we live. There's an insulation factory. Part of the deal was they can build there if they give whoever lives there free insulation. That's why we use that, because it was free at the time. But you can see, because the walls are uneven, basically it leaves a gap either side. So what happens is the air can just come through the eaves or wherever, through the walls, and it just blows a gale around there, and it pretty much acts like we've got no insulation. So what we're doing is, instead of a rigid board, we're doing a really fluffy insulation that fills that whole space and pressures against the wall, and then gives us full insulation and no air can get behind there. Anyway, boring DIY talk over, back to ripping out stuff.
Come so far, I know I'm so much better. Baby, you don't belong.
This is going to be a messy one.
Your love was cold, heart made of stone.
So all this loose stuff that's falling out as I'm pulling the plasterboard, that was our attempt at trying to fill that gap between the board and the wall to try and stop the drafts. Didn't work.
My liberation. I'm moving strong, I'm moving on. I'm alright, alright, alright. Might be shaken but not stirred.
Every time, just before I start this, seems like a great idea.
Tables turn in your own. When I think about the way you used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far.
Okay,
I know I'm so much better.
well that's as far as I can get today. Need to buy a little bit more of insulation just for that top corner. Mess around with that metal frame. And then actually I think probably I can get all this plasterboarded tomorrow as well. That gets it nice and clean again. See? Wasn't that much mess, was it? And I've got a new Hoover, by the way. How good am I to her? I'll see you tomorrow after I've had a shower.
And baby, you don't belong.